What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful day on the farm. It's actually kind of like overcast today. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the videos. I've been trying to like put more out, more frequently. I feel like I've been filming a lot, so I got a ton of editing to do. I've been crazy busy, and I'm trying to get the truck ready. I have this 2016 Toyota Tacoma. I'm trying to get it ready for the Northwest Overland Rally, which got a lot of work that needs to be done. I got like tail lights that are falling off. This thing needs to be adjusted. I got all sorts of stuff, and the body work on it is not looking super hot. I'd love to get it wrapped. Just wrapped up talking to the wrap company, no pun intended, and they want $9,000. $9,000 to do the wrap idea that I have on this if it were to be done in time for the Northwest Overland Rally. I guess they want me to pay some kind of crazy expedite premium to get it done, which is not going to happen. If I wait, it'll only cost $6,000. What? No freaking way. So today I'm actually working on rerouting the exhaust pipe so that I can run CBI Off-Road's new high clearance skid plates. It's a high and far back skid. It's actually pretty cool. You guys know that I like to do as much of the work as possible on my truck. I've pretty much done like 99% of the labor on that truck. If I could, bend tubing and weld exhaust pipes, I would be doing this project myself, but I can't. I can weld kind of, but it's not safe. So let's look at the skid plates. I want to see if these ones actually, they actually require the relocation. There was a little bit of confusion between CBI and I don't really know. I don't know. So you guys have seen these in the past. I've showed you these. They've basically lived on this pallet here. I have not taken them off yet. They are awesome. They're painted in a TRD gray powder coating. They are steel. My last skid plates were aluminum. I loved them because they're super lightweight and it's great. But now that I've re-geared the truck, it can handle a little bit more weight. Like, it's actually getting 14 to 15 miles per gallon now. And I think even a little bit better. That's just what the computer says. So it can handle the weight. It pulls super fine. And steel is actually, I think it performs better off-road. Aluminum's great if you're just like, a pretty much normal everyday mall crawler. You want to look good, you want to go out every once in a while. But when you slide over an obstacle, aluminum tends to stick to rocks. It's a softer metal, so it's sort of like gouges and it sticks and it gets you stuck. Where steel is it's like a slippery sled covered in Pam. It just fucking slides right off, and that's what you want. You want to be able to slide over things. And so I'm switching to steel. Right there looks like a pan for that exhaust. So maybe I don't have to relocate my exhaust. Honestly, I don't really care either way, so long as it's protected and there's something that can slide over it. Actually have yet to park the truck in any of these bays here. So I'll go get the truck. We'll park it right here and see what it's like to work on the dirt floor. I'm not looking forward to that. Eventually I want to put gravel down, and then later on, when we have the money, put concrete down. But I think it'll probably cost 10 grand or more to do concrete, and that's just not in my budget anytime soon. How do you work? Crap, this thing's heavy. Oh, this dirt floor sucks. No, you can see that definitely fits over that. So sweet, I can cancel my plans at the muffler shop. I don't want to have to cut that back if I don't have to. That's gonna save me a couple $100 because they offered this version instead of the version I thought I was getting. This is gonna leak. Oh good, that's actually great news because I could use whatever money I was about to spend at the muffler shop. I could use that money to fix up the barn. I really want to turn this into a shop. I think it'd be so rad to basically put concrete floors in here, reinforce all these big pillars, take down some of this other stuff that doesn't need to be up there, new roof, get rid of that storage box, garage doors all around, just make this one really big, cool shop that used to be, a 150-year-old barn. That would be super cool, and has an enclosure inside of it for my red-tailed hawk. Judy, cancel all of my plans for the foreseeable future. What? Yeah, hi there. I had an appointment today at 1 o'clock. I believe I'm not really sure who I talked with, but was that you? I'm sorry. So I actually just got underneath the truck and looked at the parts that I thought were going to need to be relocated, and the new skid plate that I got, they actually made a cutout for the exhaust, so it won't be necessary. All right, well, I'll keep you guys in mind for future projects, because you know I always got projects going on. So thank you. Of course, yeah, you too. Bye. What a nice fella. Oh God, it's stifling in here. Don't know why. It's hot, but it is hot. I got other stuff I could work on, other stuff. I don't really want to get underneath the truck right now and sit in the dirt. It's gross. I'm a man. I could, but you know what? I think I'm gonna go to Tyler's house. Tyler has a big lift, and it would be perfect for installing skid plates, because I don't know if you've ever tried to install skid plates on a vehicle. It's a pain in the dick. You're like holding it like this, and you're trying to, and he's got everything to where we can lift it up, we can put these little things underneath and just bolt it. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and I will pick this part of the video back up tomorrow. But today, why don't we do something with our day, because I need to get this truck done. So I'm going to install Heretic Studios pods right here, and then maybe a light bar as well. I got some stuff for the truck, so that would be good. Got this big old box of beautiful lights here, and they're awesome. And so I kind of get to decide, like, what do I want up here? I could put these ambers up there, but typically you want ambers down low, I think. But I also got these are new to them. They're these little two bulb pods, and I think they're gonna be perfect and super stealthy right there where those Cali Rays are. And the Cali Rays have been great. They really fit my budget when I first started this build. They were awesome. I think for anyone that's just building a general use vehicle, could definitely use these. They're awesome. However, if you're really serious about your light output and you want something that's quality and that's gonna last, it's not gonna fade like this, then Heretic Studios, in my opinion, is gonna be the way to go. Like, their stuff is really cool. I first saw it on Justin McBride's vehicle out in Utah, and I was sold. I was like, man, I gotta get some of these. So I ordered these up, and they're gonna be sick. They will this little one should put out more light than this 4-pod. That is so dope! Oh, interesting. Interesting. The hardware is not going to work at all. This guy doesn't fit in there. So I'm going to need something else. Maybe we'll go to the hardware. Maybe we go to the hardware store. Why don't we jump on the motorcycle, go to the hardware store, get something, and then tomorrow put the skid plates on, end this video, and then pick the video up at Tyler's house for the next video, because we got more stuff to do tomorrow than what we're doing today.
Let's take a look through the old box of junk.
Okay, let's see if any of this stuff. I got a good combination of these smaller bolts with washers and locking nuts. I think those are going to work really well. As far as the other stuff goes, I don't know. Like the rest of the lights. Ugh. I'll take this part off. There we go. So this guy will bolt on like that. Oh, everything's so little now. Okay. Must be metric. Look at that little guy. So you can kind of see the difference in profile and just overall looks. This one's got like totally random hardware. You can tell I was fishing through the parts bin when I installed these too. Some things never change. Oh, it's gonna look so good. So now I'll unplug these old lights, and what's nice is they used kind of like a universal, well, it's not universal, but it's like an industry standard LED light connection. And so I should be able to just unplug those old ones and put the new ones on. It's great because I won't have to do any new wiring. I already got all my wiring bundles in here. And if you guys feel like it, you can go back to my old videos and see how I did this wiring. Holy crap, those are bright! Man, those are so bright. Ooh, hurts the eyes. They are like brighter than the light bar. Damn, those are bright. Good light off the back of the barn there. We'll have to test these in the dark, obviously, and I got more work to do, but those look super clean. I really like them. The other thing I'm noticing is because they're smaller, they can sit a little higher up, they don't put as much light on the hood, and that's what I didn't like about the other ones. It would just light up the hood so much that you couldn't see any light out here because your hood was just blaring. And so these look really good. So I got another box here, and this is a 40-inch light bar from Heretic Studios.
Put it here. Put it here.
You gonna help me open it?
Yeah. Okay. What's this one here?
What's that, bud? You get it?
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh-wee. Okay, so this is a super narrow. Oh, that is so clean.
Wow.
Wow, look at that, guys.
That's white.
Ooh, that is one clean looking light too. My goodness.
You see that? You see it?
You wanna see?
Yeah.
Come look at it, look at it.
Ooh.
Gosh.
That's a
So what I really, really like about their lights is that they're like this CNC'd metal layers that are all pinned together. They're 100% waterproof, and these are made in the United States, and they're just like so cool how they're kind of like milled aluminum. They're just totally unique, and they're just super, like just works of art, really. Love the look of it. I can't wait to install this. So this is a 40-inch bar, and it should fit the Prinzu rack really, really good. So in order to get to my lights, I need to take this windscreen off. Don't live still by me, won't you stay? Oh, Jesus!
Who's done?
Do we need this?
That one's gonna fix it.
Okay, and we're back. I got myself a little Torx bit as well as some hardware for the bumper light that I don't know if I'll install the bumper light today. I just kind of want to get going with the stuff that I have that's already wired, and then maybe do the fog light and the bumper light, which might need new wiring. Old light bar? It would be sweet if I could just reuse this hardware and kind of mount this the same way. I think I can. Hope I can. To take a couple trips back and forth, trying to make sure that you get a nice even gap here. If you install the same light, I've done the hard work, it's about a 1/4 inch from the bracket, and you can definitely just feel that it's right. So sort of measure it up like that, kind of see the bracket in there. That'll at least give you a good eyeball. But man, that thing looks clean. Now I'm just gonna take this little universal plug and plug it into my existing one, which is super nice. Okay, it looks really amazing in there. So I tried testing it and I kept blowing fuses. So this exact same setup with Cali Rays lights was operating on a 15 amp fuse, I found a couple 20s. I did test a 30, and then when I was messing around with the wiring, like the plug-in here started failing, so I ended up having to cut it and like re-put it on there just sort of temporarily, and in the process I accidentally touched the two ends while it was on, and that blew the 30. But I have a feeling a 30 amp would work fine, and the reason is because these have way more output. These are 100-watt LED bulbs, or at least these are 100 watt, and they're operating at full power, 100% power. Most LED manufacturers advertise that they're 100 watt, but then they actually dial them back, and that's because their systems can't handle that much power. So these actually use that much power, and I don't know about the top light. I'll have to look into it, but for the brief moment that it was on, it was bright. Put a 20 here. So let's see if it works now. So one switch to operate all 3 of those lights. Ah, it blew it. See, it blew that fuse. That's funny, man. It was operating on a 15, and now it can't even handle a 20. Wow, they must be really powerful. Shit, I'll have to get a 30 in there, I guess. Guys, I had planned on taking the truck out tonight and seeing how bright it was. I was gonna take it out in the field, but without that 30 amp fuse, which I'm super bummed. I mean, I could jerry rig something, but I'll look around. I gotta go watch the kids now, and so that Desiree can get to bed. Maybe I'll run into town and get one. I don't know. It sucks. That's the problem with making these videos while doing projects. It gets really unorganized really quick. Bummer. Maybe after I put the kids to bed, I can run to the store, because Des will be here. She'll just be sleeping. Maybe that's what we'll do. Bye. Hi, kids.
Hey.
Hey.
You want to do some?
High five.